What's up, Joshua? How you doing?
I'm doing well, Jake. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you so much, by the way, for joining me today and just being so nice to me. It's been a couple years since you've been on, and I just gotta thank you for staying in touch with me, being so good to me. Just I really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
By the way, Josh, huge offseason for you already. New team, sweet 3-year deal throughout the first pitch at the Jays game. A lot's been happening in your world. Just how have you been handling this crazy change and excitement?
I'm still getting used to a lot of it. Obviously, it's a transition for me. I've never been a free agent, so I've never been on a new team. So it's going to take some getting used to. I'm looking forward to getting to know the fan base and Bills Mafia and being closer to home and understanding that Canada is also part of Bills Mafia. So I'm just trying to embrace everything.
Was free agency a stressful process for you? Like how did that go down?
No, it wasn't stressful at all. I just relied on my agent and said, I trust you. So just let me know. Just call me when it comes down to the decisions.
As you mentioned, it's Canada's team, and you've been playing out west in California, which has great weather, by the way, beautiful. But as a Canadian that grew up in Brampton, just not having the chance to play for the Bills, which is you said Canada's team, it's so close. Just how excited are you for this opportunity to play in Buffalo?
I'm very excited. My family's a lot closer, so they can come to a lot more games. Even though they came to a lot of games in California, it's a lot easier for them to come to games now, just not being too far away. And I look forward to playing in front of more family and being able to spend more time with them after the games. I think it's gonna be a lot more special game days.
And of course, by the way, Buffalo has an incredible fan base, but how are you going to miss SoFi Stadium? That stadium is so nice.
For sure, I still consider California my home, place that I want to live long term. But a man's got to do what he has to do. So I have to be able to provide for myself and my future family. And the Bills wanted me, and I wanted them just as much. So I think it's a good partnership that we have.
100%. Growing up, were you a Bills fan at all? Like, which team did you follow? This is something you were looking for a while.
When I was younger, I played basketball, so I didn't really follow football in general. But I went to a game or two. I remember when Sammy Watkins was there. But
Is that why you're close with RJ Barrett, by the way? Because playing
because
basketball.
basketball, yeah, we played basketball growing up.
Oh, that makes sense. That's so crazy. That's great.
Yeah,
So let's look at the Chargers for a second. You had a chance to play with some great offensive weapons there, led by their talented quarterback, Justin Herbert, incredible running backs, incredible receivers. But now you get the chance to play with the MVP of the league. And what can't we say about Josh Allen? He can do it all. He's mobile, crazy arm, leads the team with talent and heart. Have you had a chance to speak with Josh, and how excited are you to play with him?
yeah. We spoke briefly just on the phone. I haven't met him formally yet, just because I've been in and out different states. But I look forward to meeting up with him, catching up, learning about each other as soon as OTA starts. But it's very exciting. Josh is a very, very good player and by the looks of it, a very, very good leader. So I'm looking to learn from him.
Sure, for sure. As a wide receiver, though, it's pretty crucial that you have like good timing and chemistry and like all that with the quarterback. Like, how do you plan to build that connection with a new quarterback?
Just reps,
Just
reps.
practice.
That's all you can really do is just get a lot of reps, and just a lot of conversations too, is getting to know each other.
Once you get familiar with him, you guys are going to be ridiculous together.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Are there any other players on the Bills that you know personally, someone you've been teammates with on the Chargers or currently?
Just Bosa, just Bosa.
Oh, facts. You're going with Bosa. That's going to be fun for you guys.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great. So just looking around the league, there's so much talent in it, and improving and development is just it's a huge part of the game now. Like in your terms, like personally, what aspects of your game do you feel that you've improved the most since entering the NFL? And are there any certain parts that you're looking at your skill set that you're working on to elevate and enhance?
just my knowledge for the game, I think, has increased a lot, and it's something that I put a lot of effort into learning how to play all the positions in and out. I mean, I've been doing this since my rookie year, so it's something that I have a lot of pride in. Um, just fine tuning routes, certain routes that I may struggle with, and um, timing, timing of balls, and all that such. Just trying to find specific weaknesses and working on those a lot during the off season. I don't want to say it out loud just because I don't want my competition to know.
Sure, for sure. That's awesome. Talking about your competition, there's some great wide receivers out there. In your opinion, who do you think the top three receivers are in the game today?
Uh, it's a hard question.
For sure, for
It's a
sure.
hard question because I don't know. It's a hard question because I don't really watch a lot of receivers.
Right,
Yeah, because I only watch specific receivers for specific things that I learned from. So that's the only way I kind of grade on my scales
right.
who's doing the best. But I know AJ. I know AJ. The Eagles had a great year.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
He had a good year. But yeah, I don't follow much.
I feel that. And you've shared receiver rooms with some established superstar guys. Guys like Keenan Allen, which you said, Mike Williams, many more. But this past year you shared a receiver room with a player that was a rookie, and boy did he show up. Talking about Lad McConkey. I feel he doesn't get the credit he deserves. People didn't talk about him as much as they should have. How impressed were you with Lad this year? And you expecting
Lad
big things?
Lad's a very great player, and he's a good kid too. He's a very kind-hearted um, teammate, and I enjoyed playing a lot with him. Obviously, I'm sad to not be able to play with him moving forward, but you never know what happens in the future. But Lad is very talented. I can't say I'm surprised. Um, um, he showed out, and he was able to take advantage of all his opportunities, and that's what I was proud of.
Was it different for you? Like in the past when you played with superstar receivers, there were guys who were older than you, more established than you, and now you're playing with more like a rookie, someone younger than you, probably looks up to you. Was that different for you?
No, not at all. There was always a rookie coming in. Every year there was always a rookie coming in, right? So you just start to learn how to handle it, how to not handle them, but how to learn how to speak with them and
Right.
help them with things if they need it.
Develop relationships and all that, right? For sure. So there's also some crazy talented quarterbacks, just some guys who are so tough to go up against. Who's the one guy you just hate going up against? Like you see him on the field, you're like, oh, please don't cover me.
Nobody really.
I feel that just
Yeah,
go at it.
yeah, nobody really. But I like going up against guys that I went up against in college. So I like going up against Pat a lot. Just the guys in the division, I guess, just because you're familiar with them, so you enjoy their friendly competition.
For sure, for sure. So looking at the Bills now for a second, you guys have a very passionate fan base that creates a wild atmosphere. Bills Mafia is crazy. How do you prepare just mentally to handle like the noise, the intensity of playing in such an environment?
I don't know. Listen to loud music. I don't know. I guess that's gonna be something I haven't experienced before, so I'm just gonna have to get adapted to it fairly fairly quickly.
Another crazy thing about Buffalo is the weather. And I want to ask you about the weather actually, because if you play in Buffalo, you better be ready for it. And my dad always tells me that he hates when football games are decided by weather. He says that these talented players, they make it all this way and then it's snowing and nobody can showcase their true skill sets. What do you think? Do you feel weather brings out the best or the worst in football?
I think it's dependent on position. If it's cold and it's not that bad, but if there's a lot of snow, then obviously it makes my position a lot harder. But O line D line is pretty much the same.
For sure. That's great. That's great. It evens out and becomes a scrappy game. It's good to watch. It's good to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I always tell my dad. He refuses on it. He thinks that since the talent just isn't as much, he doesn't like it. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely prefer not to play in bad conditions, but if I must, then
Right.
I'll adapt.
For sure. Just last question, Josh. You're heading into this AFC East with you guys and Miami, New England, and New York. And you guys are for sure the favorites heading into this year. How excited are you for these big division games where it's going to be crazy loud, Bills Mafia making so much noise? and just the big moments. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. It's gonna be a new division, so new opponents and new guys I'm gonna have to get familiar with on opposing teams, and hopefully we can get at them. We can get at them every week
Win this division. We know you will,
and win this division.
for sure. Okay, so Josh, thank you so much for taking your time joining me on my show today. I know I enjoyed our time together, but did you enjoy our time together?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you so much for coming on.